Anybody here a veteran of military service? No, yeah. I find that encouraging, frankly. I'm a veteran, but I joined the Peace Corps, not the War Corps. That's just what I was drawn to do, and so did Di. We both served 2+ years in Ecuador and South America. So, but Lou has had a career that reminds me of the military, just because it's full of discipline and hierarchy, and I'm sure you have each other's backs when you fight fires. And so, anyway, we'll dedicate this to Lou because he's as close as to the military as we get. Little story. So my grandfather, so my mother's father, he was an Army guy. He was in charge of the motor pool at Fort Benjamin Harrison, Indiana. And it was a major sort of jumping off point for troops to go overseas. And so many, many units passed through his motor pool. And when they did, he would ask them for their service patch. So over the years, he would get the 10th, the 7th Cavalry, the 1st Airborne, the 81st, the 101st, hundreds of patches that then I think it was his mother, sewed them on an Army blanket. I grew up with that blanket as a wee kid. We would play this game, all the cousins and my sister and I see a patch and it's red, blue, and black, and then you would have to, getting closer, getting further away. We played just hours and hours on this blanket. So the blanket eventually found its way through the family to me. And it was, I hung it up in my music room in Indiana, just knowing, like, the way the subconscious works, that like those photos, something would come from that. I donated it to the Museum of 20th Century Warfare at Fort Benjamin Harrison, which is now a state park. Wow. So it's come full circle, and they built this incredible display. So there's the blanket. There's a few things from the colonel, as we called him. His holster, his .45 holster, his Eisenhower jacket, I think, is there. So anyway, some of his memorabilia plus this, and believe me, I've been to the museum enough that people come in, and inevitably, if they're veterans, they go try to find their service patch. That's my unit, So naturally, this is called patches. These patches on the wall kinda sorta say it all about those who weren't afraid to fall, all those who answered to the call. There's the Army, Navy, and Marines, mountains, jungles, desert scenes, red, white, and blue on olive green, worn by men still in their teens. My hat goes off to all of you. I couldn't do what you had to do to save us all in World War II. The sacrifice that was borne by you. This blanket's a patch of history, sewn by men who set us free from guns and war and tyranny. The blood was shed for you and me, for me. I know that yours is the greatest generation. From what I've seen, this might be true. As you ride off into the sunset, I smile and tip my hat to you, to you. pictures on the wall sort of kind of say it all. With Memorial Day coming up, I thought she'd share that.